put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine. How to get started. Gary Owen. Now, if you are a day one, you ain't even got to be a day one, because I think we unveiled this last year. I think we were the only person, the only blog now, because I told Kenya, his wife, Duke, ex-wife, Kenya Duke, Gary Owen, the comedian's ex-wife, that Gary was, of course, we interviewed a prostitute, okay? And she said that every time Gary came through Nashville, Gary bought pussy, right? And ever since then, there was a divorce that happened. I didn't cause a divorce. I'm not in a marriage. You understand what I'm saying? But apparently, Gary only likes to solicit and buy black pussy, according to the prostitute who's now saved, sanctified, and in the church in Nashville. Okay. Yeah. Every time he comes through, he stops by and gets some pussy. Okay. They have since filed for divorce, and it's been a nasty divorce. I've seen nastier divorces, but to this extent, it's just nasty when you got a white man, you know what I'm saying, and you a black woman, and he treating you the same way that a black man do. What was the purpose? What was the purpose? What are we doing here? You're supposed to go to the other side to get something else on the other side. You're not supposed to go to the other side and receive the same treatment you got before you jumped the fence. But that's what happened, nevertheless, okay? Gary is the type of comedian. He does only black jokes, he panders to black people. He feels that he's a trans black, which means he's a white man trapped in a black man's body. And he makes a lot of money doing it. And he has since the divorce, there has been talk between the two that he has not seen his grown kids that he has with Kenya. Okay. I don't know if the kids are upset at the way their mom was getting embarrassed by him sleeping around and doing her wrong. And she out here helping for him to go on tour and get gigs and comedy shows. It's always the black woman. They always building off the black woman. You know what I'm saying? And Kenya hasn't, according to my sources, and I've spoken to Kenya, hasn't really gotten anything to show forward but disrespect, as if she was with one of her own. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the stereotypes. It's like, I'm just not going to jump the fence or go to Europe and get treated the same way I get treated in America. I'm hoping for a different experience. It's like leaving one restaurant, going into another, okay? Going into a black restaurant, very different from going into a white restaurant. Now, although both can have great customer service, but the experiences are much different, okay? And you expect just more outstanding service if I'm going to dine in Patreon somewhere else when I can spend my money here. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's how I feel in this situation when it comes to Kenya, right? But she tried it. I don't know if she's done, but nevertheless, he's not done. And he on social media, and let's listen to it, blaming his ex-wife for the reason why he doesn't have a relationship with his kids. Although while he was with his ex-wife, before she became ex-wife, he is with a mistress that is now turned fiance, who's pregnant and had a baby, and who he used to stop through in Texas to see who he now lives with. Don't ask me how I got the messages now. I'm just the messenger. And we put that out too. He going down there trick-or-treating with her kids, and them ain't even his damn kids, but on social media blaming his ex-wife for the reason he don't have any relationships with his grown ass kids. Okay, let's go.
As a lot of people know, I haven't seen my kids in almost 3 years or spoken to them since the divorce. And I understand they're just, I guess, healing in their own time. And I try to reach out, I try to see them, but it just hasn't worked out yet. I'm going to go to my daughter's graduation next month at North Carolina A&T. So I'm just going to go by myself. Not going to try to, how can I put it? Not going to try to make it awkward for her because it is her day. So I'll probably just fall back, and then, you know, not gonna. I don't want that to be the time for us to reconcile. As a lot of people know, I haven't.
And see, here's the thing. Hold on for a second. Now, he said a lot there, okay? Now, he admitted he hasn't had a relationship with his grown kids ever since he divorced their mother, that he was with for over 20 years, that helped to build every part of him, that helped to give us him and made him acceptable enough for a Black community to accept him. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, we would have never probably accepted Gary. Gary would be doing, redneck jokes. If I was a redneck, what's that guy name? That white dude name there. If I were a redneck, this is what I would do. I forgot his name. Y'all put him in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But for him to say he hasn't seen her, and then you're doing interviews about kids that you haven't seen, it's literally telling me that Father's Day was very lonely. It's different when it's somebody else's kids, coloring and making "I love you, Daddy," pictures and stuff, and you got to give them money. You know what I'm saying? And then this lady can end whatever she gonna end with you, and them kids is gone, but your real kids are forever. And now you want to announce on a national damn radio show that you're going to just pop up at your daughter's graduation on her day, and you're going to tell the world that you're going, and you're going to try to make this the first time you've seen her in 3 years, and it's not going to be about me, it's going to be about her. Gary is giving real nigga right now. He's giving it's real. That's some real nigga shit. I'm trying not to cuss this early. I probably shouldn't have started with this because, YouTube and Facebook and stuff, they like the first 20 minutes of their show to be, PG-13, but I'm just going to have to go into that's some real shit. But there's a cracker undertone to it because it's giving selfish. See, the Black man would have showed up at Golden Corral after. You trying to go and make a scene. It's not a good idea. I think you should ask her before you go down there and everybody knows that you're a celebrity, and then you announce it so her friends know. Oh, girl, your dad's coming. She wasn't ready to deal with that. Gary, see, this is what happened. Y'all can't let everybody in. You can't let everybody into the backyard to the cookout. You can't, because this is what they do. Eventually, they're going to show up one day with potato salad and raisins mixed together. I'm not saying don't fix it with your daughter. I'm just saying it's not about you right now. Unless you're showing up with a check. Now, if you're showing up with a check to pay off that college that she about to go to, then I'll be like, Daddy, where you been? Thank you, Daddy. All is forgiven. Moving